Welcome to our channel Examine the PDS. I'm Dr. Dinesh. Today we are going to see about regressive changes of teeth. Before that, let me wish you all a happy Diwali. In this topic we are going to see about attrition, abrasion and erosion. Mechanical wear and tear of tooth substance is a consequence of both physiological and pathological means. There are several mechanisms that contribute to tooth wear. These include abrasion resulting from the friction of exogenous material forced over tooth, erosion resulting from the chemical dissolution of tooth surfaces, and attrition from tooth-to-tooth contact. First, let's see about attrition. Attrition may be defined as the physiological wearing away of tooth as a result of tooth-to-tooth contact, as in mastication. This occurs only on the occlusal, incisal and proximal surfaces of teeth. This phenomenon is physiologic and it is associated with aging process. It may be seen both in deciduous and in permanent dentition. Children suffering from dentinogenesis imperfecta or amelogenesis imperfecta have a pronounced attrition. The first clinical manifestation of attrition may be the appearance of a small polished facet on a cusp, a slight flattening of an incisal edge. As a person gets older, the wear continues, reducing the cusp height. Men usually exhibit more severe attrition than women of comparable age, probably as a result of the greater masticatory force of men. Advanced attrition, in which the enamel is completely worn away, results in an extrinsic yellow or brown staining of the exposed dentin from food or tobacco. When the dentin is exposed, a layer of secondary dentin is formed to protect the pulp. Attrition is also seen in people having bruxism or night grinding. Now let's see about abrasion. Abrasion is the pathological wearing away of tooth substance through some abnormal mechanical process. Have you ever seen a V-shaped ditch on the root side of the cemento-enamel junction of the teeth? This is caused by the abnormal forceful brushing technique. Normally this is seen in the left side of a right-handed person and on the right side of a left-handed person. Notching may be seen in incisors in carpenters, shoemakers or tailors who hold nails, tacks or pins between their teeth. These are all occupational abrasion. Habitual pipe smokers may develop notching of the teeth that conforms to the shape of the pipe stem. Similar to attrition, this too exhibits secondary dentin formation. Now let's see about erosion. Dental erosion is defined as irreversible loss of dental hard tissue by a chemical process that does not involve bacteria. Dissolution of mineralized tooth structure occurs upon contact with acids that are introduced into the oral cavity from intrinsic or extrinsic sources. Intrinsic sources include gastroesophageal reflux and vomiting. Extrinsic sources include acidic beverages like Mountain Dew and citrus fruits. Regular intake of carbonated drinks like Coca-Cola and Pepsi causes erosion in the palatal and lingual surfaces of the teeth. Medications that are acidic in nature can also cause erosion via direct contact with the teeth when the medication is chewed or held in the mouth prior to swallowing. Chewable vitamin C preparations are one of the common causatives. Dental erosion has been reported in swimmers who work out regularly in pools with excessive acidity, as well as individuals who are occupational wine tasters. Now let's see the intrinsic causes. Gastric acids regurgitated into the esophagus and mouth cause erosion. Gastric acids have pH levels that can be less than even 1. GERD, that is gastroesophageal reflux disease, is one of the common causative. Chronic excessive vomiting also causes erosion of teeth. The patient with an eating disorder such as anorexia nervosa or bulimia is the classic example. The world-famous Diana, the Princess of Wales, also suffered from bulimia. Patients with bulimia are treated with antidepressants and psychoactive medications that may further cause salivary hypofunction. Reduced salivation leads to a decreased acid buffering capacity of the individual, leading to further erosion. Now let's go to the management section. All the causative agents leading to attrition, erosion and abrasion should be first removed. Like attrition is physiological, still patients having bruxism should be treated accordingly. The patient's stress factors should be addressed and treated. should give them night guards to prevent further wear. The V-shaped cervical abrasion should be restored, followed by teaching the patient with a proper brushing technique. Habitual pipe smokers should be asked to quit smoking. Occupational abrasion patients should be educated not to use tooth as a tool. Any pits should be restored with pit and fissure sealants. For erosion, patients should be advised not to take acidic food. Patients with GERD or bulimia should be treated for it. We can also advise the patient to use Sensodyne Repair and Protect, which is a fluoride formulation which makes the teeth more resistant to wear and tear. This topic ends here. Let's see today's bonus fact. An average person breathes in around 11,000 liters of air every day. If you like this video, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.